Good afternoon. My name is Kim Hae-sun, advisor of Gangnam Labor Law Firm. Today we're gonna talk about the industrial accident that has been recently happened with the labor attorney Jung Bong-soo. So first question is, what can you explain about this particular case of industrial accident?
Hello, how are you today? This is Bong-soo Jung, Korean labor attorney. Today I'd like to introduce one of the serious accident case. So when the construction worker in his 60s died due to some action, some accident in the workplace. Yeah. So the employer called and asked for some advice about handling this some industrial accident case. So when the construction worker were dead due to some pulling of certain iron things in the construction site, so he passed away immediately. So to take care of this serious accident case, the employee asked me how to handle this case. So when I received this case, I asked him whether company reported this serious accident case to the labor board, also police. Then the employers explained. He explained also some investigators from labor board or police visited and they investigate the case. So now the employer want me to handle this case with the surviving family. So that was the mission given to me. Yeah.
I see. So the employer in such case must be very surprised to know about the sudden accident of his worker. So in such case, I understand that you have developed a special program that can calculate the industrial accident compensation. So could you explain more about this program and how to handle this?
Yes. So what I advised to this surviving family is that the employer should take care of the funeral service for this the dead person, also to support the surviving family. When the employer paid all the expenses, then the employee can receive the funeral expenses from government. So this is from the industrial accident compensation insurance. So what advised is surviving family's case, they try to find best solution for this case. The actual fact is their father or spouse died. So in this case, they need to receive a special compensation for this very sad victim cases. So how company can support or compensate this death case? So usually the compensation is calculated based on money. So how much company should pay for surviving family. So for this calculation, I calculated based on this Gangnam labor law firm's the app. So in the app, there is an automatic calculation for industrial accident compensation. So for this surviving family's allowance, so this benefit, it can be calculated based on the victim's average wage. Also there is in industrial accident compensation insurance, the daily average wage times 1,300 days, then it is lump sum payment for surviving families benefit. Also there are funeral services. So I calculate and I showed how much the surviving family can expect from government. Also, if this accident happened while employee provide the work, then it is accident, then there is a special some compensation by civil claim. So civil claim is considered their the lost income, also lost severance pay, and their kind of benefit for loss damage. So in that case, like we call emotional damages. So in that case, in this construction worker, his age is 67. That means he's not eligible for lost income or lost severance pay, but only his applicable to the emotional compensation. So the emotional compensation is calculated up to 100 million won. Then it is considered the employee's liability for this the accident case. So using this Gangnam Labor Reforms Act, I calculated about some civil damage, especially emotional damage. So I calculate the industrial accident compensation benefit, also funeral expenses, also civil compensation. So total amount it can be easily calculated using this app. So it was very helpful in this time when I provide some appropriate amount the company should consider for the benefit compensation. Yeah.
I see. In this case, it's not a regular worker, but I understand that the Korean government has implemented a strict rule, such as the Serious Accident Punishment Act. So from next year, it will be applied to the employers who has less than 5 people. So I think it's very important for the employer to learn more about this and also get advice from Gangnam Labor Law Firm, so that they know how to handle such case. So do you have any additional comment for the employer?
So I think compensation by industrial accident compensation insurance is important. Also compensation by civil claim is also important. But we have to, as an employer, they must pay attention to some punishment from serious accident. This law was implemented 2 years ago. So any accident like death or serious accident, then if employer neglect to provide a safe working environment, then they are responsible for punishment from government. So fortunately, this company has very small, and the project was only the 110 million Korean won. So in order to applicable this the Serious Accident Punishment Act. So the company that hired 50 workers or in construction site, the project fee should be about 5 billion Korean won, but this company, the construction fee was not so high like that, so they are exempt. So what I advise to this company is they have to solve this case with the surviving family through settlement agreement. So that is what I agreed. So starting next year, any company that hire 5 workers or more, also any construction the site, they are applicable to the Serious Accident Punishment Act. So they should pay more attention. Also, they should provide more safety measures in their workplace. That is the way to avoid the potential legal risk.
So I hope that more and more companies are aware of this program and be prepared so that not like this accident when they face this accident, they can be prepared. So, do you have any additional comment?
Okay. I think in this case it's just happened about last Friday, so it's an ongoing case. So I'm not assigned. I'm not much like I didn't represent this employer. But if they try to hire me as their labor attorney, I like to support very smoothly for this company. Also, at the same time, support surviving family by explaining what is law, what is their legal right or legal liability. So when the case is happen, it's not only the related with the labor law, but you must consider criminal law and civil law together. So that is how labor attorney provide for very inclusive the legal services.
I see. Thank you very much for your comment.
Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.